I know a lot of y'all are probably looking for a new car to snag, but most of us aren't looking to drop 50K on a brand new Type R or Type S. I'm going to give you 5 Acuras you can definitely find for around $6,000 US. Starting off, I want to mention that this is in no particular order. These are all great cars, but depending on what you're looking for, you may prefer one over the others. So an obvious choice is the 3rd Gen TL. You'd be surprised, but I've even seen the Type S models with a manual for around 6,000 Canadian, though with high mileage, these cars are pretty bulletproof, and that also goes for the base model. With the base, you get a 258 horsepower 3.2 liter V6, but with the Type S, you get a 3.5 liter with 286 horsepower. And if you want an auto transmission or a manual, you could definitely find both if you look hard enough. These cars also don't have the same automatic transmission issues as the 2nd Gen TL. To me, a 260-ish horsepower luxury car on the lower end is quite a steal for around $6,000. Might I add, the design of the 3rd Gen TL is absolutely timeless. If you want a car with a world of tuning and customization, the next 2 cars will catch your eye for sure. The Acura Integra DC2 can definitely be found for cheap, and these cars have hundreds of different options for parts. Obviously, you won't be finding any Type Rs for 6K, but I think the idea with the DC2 is just to get the chassis and then go from there with the platform, as I've seen swaps from different B series engines, K series, and even J series with the DC2 Integra. The sky is absolutely the limit, and the DC2 is up there with the most iconic JDM cars ever. Similarly, the RSX is in the same boat, though if you come across a Type S, I think there's no reason to swap your engine. There's so many different routes you can go with for modifying an RSX. People say K is the way for a reason, and you could argue that the DC5 is the best car with a K series that Honda ever released. I think at this point the DC5 platform may be easier to get into than the DC2, as those are definitely further along the aging scale. I think an RSX Type S or even a manual premium RSX could be a great entry into the car scene. Possibly the most well-rounded car that I'm mentioning today is the 1st Gen Acura TSX. Now, the TSX has a lot of modding support as well, but also in stock form serves as an amazing daily driver or family sedan. It has a K series, 4 doors, comes in automatic and manual. It's cheap on gas. It has a great design inside and out. The TSX really is best of both worlds when it comes to a sporty yet daily drivable car. As many of you probably know, these TSXs have a great K24 in them. So if you decide to go with some mods, you'll definitely be pleased. I see plenty of these cars for sale every day, and they have held up great with time. Lastly, I kind of want to throw an oddball in here, and that is the 1st Gen Acura RDX, which is the most recent car that was in production on this list. At least around me, I wouldn't say it's super often, but I do see these cars come up for cheap. If you're looking for a great crossover or SUV that isn't super huge, has some good luxury features, and has a pretty cool powertrain, this RDX is an absolute great choice. These came with a K23 turbo engine, which may get you a bit worried since there is forced induction involved, but I am happy to report that these are super solid engines and usually don't have any real big issues. But of course, naturally aspirated applications are always more reliable. I think having a VTEC turbo crossover for around $6,000 sounds like an awesome time to me. Of course, if you're looking for a manual, I would look at the other 4 cars I listed, as the RDX is the only car on this list that does not have a manual transmission. Guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Are there any other cars out there that you commonly see for cheap that are good deals? Also, let me know if I completely missed the mark. I want to hear your opinions down below. As always, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.